Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture series on repertories. I am Dr. Kedarnath A. Longani. I am a MD homeopath. I am teaching repertory in Bharati Vidyapeeth Homeopathic Medical College, Pune. Today we are going to see one of the clinical regional repertory. The name of the book is The Therapeutics of Diarrhea by James B. Bale. This repertory was published in 1869. This one is an 13th edition, 1-3. This one is a 13th edition. This repertory contains total 141 remedies. This book or this repertory was prepared by the author for his own reference as a labor saver. This book is divided into two parts. The first part is a therapeutics part. The second part is an repertory proper part. Therapeutics part contains the remedies and their indications. In this repertory, there are 4 types of typographies are used to denote the medicine. The first one is bold Roman, second one is italics, third one is a Roman, and fourth one is a medicines given in bracket or medicines you will find given in bracket which are of least importance. In this repertory, you will find rubrics related to the diarrheal disease and concomitants at one place. In this repertory, the rubrics are arranged in alphabetical order. In this repertory, you will find Matra Medica in the first part and the repertory in the second part. So one can easily refer to the Matra Medica part for final selection of remedy. Sometimes this repertory suggests the medicine which we never thought for the case. Under each remedy, you will find at the end important clinical hints which are very useful for the clinical practice. At the end of the repertory, you will find the index for the therapeutic part as well as the repertory part. Now let's see the Bell's diarrhea in detail.
Bell's Diarrhea by James B. Bale. This is a cover page. The homeopathic therapeutics of diarrhea, dysentery, cholera, cholera morbus, cholera infantum, and all other loose evacuations of the bowels by James B. Bale. About the author. James Batchelor Bale, from 1838 to 1914. Not much details is known about James Batchelor Bale. He was born on 21st February in the year 1838. He completed his course of study in the Homeopathic Medical College, Pennsylvania in 1859. He was the president of the International Hahnemann Association in 1892. He died in the year 1914. About the book. This book is the 13th edition and is a reprint edition. On the first page, the title has been shortened to the Homeopathic Therapeutics of Diarrhea, while the next page gives the full title, The Homeopathic Therapeutics of Diarrhea, Dysentery, Cholera, Cholera morbus, Cholera infantum, and all other loose evacuations of the bowel by James B. Bale, MD. A beautiful quotation of Sir William Hamilton is given. Science is a complement of knowledge, having, in points of form, the character of logical perfection, and in point of matter, the character of real truth. In the coming page, we can see an acknowledgement to Dr. S. P. Padiyar, Ernakulam, for providing original book for printing, followed by preface to first edition. This book is in 2 parts. Part 1 contains remedies with their indications. Part 2 contains repertory proper. We'll see years of publications. The first edition was published in 1869. Second edition was published in 1881. The third edition was published in 1888. Fourth edition was published in 1896. Till date, 13 editions have come. Now we will see index. First, preface to first edition. 2. Preface to second edition. Then editor's preface. Then preface to third edition. Then preface to fourth edition. Then character and object of the work. Then selection of remedy. Then administration of remedy. Then part first, remedies and their indications. Then part second, repertory. Then list of authors. And at the end, index. Preface to first edition. This work was prepared by the author for his own use as labor saver and as a receptacle for clinical observations and for gleanings from others and from the periodicals. Author says, even the young physician of a single summer experience must have felt the want of such a work, particularly when dealing with the frequently occurring diarrheas of infants. It was a difficulty of treating the obstinate diarrheas of children that first awakened the desire to possess in one little work all that was known of our materia medica as applied to the loose evacuation of bowels. Author says, it has not been intended to include every remedy that has been known to purge, but only every remedy of which enough is known, either of its stool or conditions, in bracket, aggravation, amelioration, causation, bracket complete, or concomitants, to distinguish it from any other remedy. Author says that this work was prepared for him, but Mr. Tafel desired to print it. His friends also wanted to have a copy of it. This motivated him to have this book in print so that it may be useful to others as well. This is a carefully collected experience of 10 years and also information gathered from others and periodicals. Preface to second edition. Author says, the material for new edition of this little work has been collected ever since the first was published, and such an edition has long been called for. Second edition was the result of kind persuasion by author's friend W. T. Lade, who added to it his own collection of data. W. T. Lade also helped in entirely remolding this repertory so as to do away with the inadequacies of the first one. Author expresses his gratitude to his partner, Dr. T. M. Dillingham, who made a partial revision of this work, and to Dr. Adolf Lippe, who has contributed 2 annotated copies, and for his valuable suggestions. Editor's Preface. In Editor's Preface, W.T. Laird says that the present edition contains over 100 pages more than the first, and 32 new remedies were added and old ones were thoroughly revised and some instances entirely rewritten. The drugs are grouped into 4. 1. Thoroughly proved and repeatedly verified. 2. Well proved but lacks clinical confirmation. Third, suggestive remedies. Remedies having fragmentary or imperfect pathogenesis. It includes drugs like cotobark, gentiana lutea, Nephalium, Hura, Oinothera, Pollinia. Fourth one, having no basis except empirism. He acknowledges the help extended by Dr. W. P. Wesselhaupt, Adolf Lippe for valuable notes and suggestions. Then E. A. Farrington for kind permission to make free use of very complete notes for his lecture on Materia Medica, and Dr. Laird for assistance in preparing manuscript. Preface to third edition. Author says, this book has been most thoroughly revised with the earnest purpose of making it as nearly complete as possible. 4 remedies of little importance have been omitted. 1. Cactus. 2. Euphorbinum. 3. Opuntia. 4. Castoreum. And 5 of much value have been added. 1. Acetic acid. 2. Crotalus. 3. Angustura. 4. Carbolic acid. 5th. Valeriana. Dr. Samuel Kimball, author of the monograph on gonorrhea, has given faithful and most valuable assistance in this revision, and Dr. J. G. Allen and Dr. W. Jefferson Gunsey have further annotated copies of the earlier edition. Preface to 4th edition. Author says, the most that can be said as a preface to a 4th edition is that a thorough revision and re-revision and a renewed comparison with all the Materia Medica now available reveals but few changes to make and no remedies to add or omit. Introduction. Character and object of the work. This work is intended to apply to all loose evacuations of the bowels and to describe them, their aggravations and ameliorations with their immediate accompaniments and general accompanying symptoms. The first heading comes as stool, under which different character of the stool have been described. Under the head of aggravation and ameliorations, those influences are given which affects the stool, and also those which act as excited causes of the attack. When referring to other symptoms, they will be found indicated in parentheses. The concomitants of the stool, like before stool, during stool, and after stool, have been described thereafter. Then it follows the general accompaniments, which include all the symptoms that can occur during the attack. Under each of the best known remedies, some symptoms are found italicized. These are the symptoms which have been most frequently observed and which also serve to most sharply distinguish that remedy from others. The remark which follows: nearly every remedy should be understood as embodying only the personal opinion of the writer. While there are some symptoms which are especially characteristic, they are printed in black type. It is intended to include not just every remedy that has been known to purge, but only every remedy of which enough is known, either of its tools or conditions or concomitants, to distinguish it from any other remedy. Selection of remedy. The problem in every case is to find a remedy whose symptoms are most closely similar to the case in hand. The selection of remedy requires two similar: one corresponding to general symptoms or those which bring it into relation to the pathological state to be treated. 2. One corresponds to the special and characteristic symptoms or those which bring it into relation with the individual case to be treated. The individualizing symptoms possesses the greater value and are indeed indispensable to a certain selection. The problem of selection is solved by seeking the remedy which possesses the physical and diagnostic symptoms of a case and which corresponds also to the special, distinguishing, and peculiar symptoms which mark the individual case. And further, if a remedy is found that possesses distinctly the latter symptoms, but not so far as is known the former, we may conclude safely that it does possesses the former, and administer it with confidence. Administration of remedy. The author's experience has been most satisfactory with the use of 12th, 15th, 30th, 200th, and other high potencies of our remedies, administered in water and repeated every 1 to 6 hours, according to the urgency of symptoms, and suspended as soon as decided improvement appeared. If the same remedy was needed to be resumed again, it has seemed to do better in higher potency. Author says, we have not been able to pursue that age or sex or habits. We might add color, race, or order in natural history. Form any element in the choice of the dose. All classes have been found to respond favorably to the high potencies. Gradations. Gradations use. 4 types of gradations are used. Bold Roman, first grade, 4 marks. Italics, second grade, 3 marks. Roman, third grade, 2 marks. Roman in parentheses, fourth grade, 1 mark. The medicines written in bracket are doubtful remedies, though it is not very clear as to what typography represents which grade, but it may be considered that the 4 classes described in the preface to second edition corresponds to these typographies. Sources. List of authors. 1. Hahnemann, Chronic Diseases. 2. Jar, New Manual Repertory. 3. Lippe, Materia Medica. 4. Hale, Materia Medica. 5. Muir, Materia Medica, 1849. 6. Metcalf, Homeopathic Provings. 7. Gross, Comparative Materia Medica. 8. Posart, A Repertory of Characteristic Homeopathic Remedies, 1853. 9th. Boninghassen, Therapeutic Pocketbook, 1846. 10th. Rau, Special Pathology and Diagnostics with Therapeutic Hints. 11th. Guernsey, The Application of the Principles and Practice of Homeopathy to Obstetrics and Disorders peculiar to women and young children. Hartmann, Practical Observation on some of the cheap homeopathic remedies. Teste, A Homeopathic Treatise on the Diseases of Children. 14th. Williamson, Diseases of Females and Children and Their Homeopathic Treatment. Crosserio, Obstetrics. 16. Wells, Essay on Diarrhea and Dysentery, 1862. Wolf, Homeopathic Work, 18th, and the Journals. Homeopathic Therapeutics, Part 1. The Remedies and Their Indications. The 141 number of remedies have been dealt with respect to following points. 1. Type of stool. 2. Aggravations. 3. Ameliorations. 4. Before stool. 5. During stool. 6. After stool. 7. Accompaniments. 8. During convulsions. Given only in few drugs. The last paragraph under each medicine contains valuable information which is of immense clinical importance. Under each of the best known remedies, some symptoms will be found italicized. These, it will be understood, are the symptoms which have been frequently observed and which also serve to most sharply distinguish that remedy from others. The more of these emphasized symptoms we have under any one remedy, the easier the selection. For example, we'll see one drug, Podophyllum. Stool, watery, with meal-like sediments, greenish, watery, involuntary, profuse, very offensive like carrion. Then aggravation. Aggravation in the morning, in the night, during hot weather. Amelioration. Amelioration by bending double, lying on sides, by pressure of hand on abdomen, and by warmth. Then before stool, violent colic, prolapse ani. During stool, you will find prolapse ani, colic, pain in sacrum. After stool, prolapse ani, exhaustion. Accompaniments. Under accompaniments, you will find rolling of the head during dentition, gagging or empty retching, violent cramps of the feet, calves, and thigh, with yawning and stretching. There is no remedy so surely indicated by painless cholera morbus as Podophyllum. In diarrheas of infants, it ranks among the first to be referred. It resembles calcarea carb and phosphoric acid, yet can easily be distinguished from the former by careful attention to the concomitant symptoms, and latter by more rapid debility and exhaustion. Features. Therapeutic part. Symptoms are given in three formats. 1. In bold, characteristic symptoms. 2. In italics, most frequently observed and distinguishing symptoms. 3. In ordinary, common symptoms. Repertory part is the second part. Repertory has been divided into 5 parts. 1. Pathological names. 2. Character of stool. 3. Condition of stool and of accompanying symptoms. It includes modalities. A. Aggravation. B. Amelioration. Fourth one. Accompaniment of evacuations. Here you will find before stool, during stool and after stool. The last one, fifth one. General accompaniments. It starts with mind and mood, then head, and ends with general symptoms. There are total 23 sections. Rubrics arrangements. Under all chapters and subchapters, the rubrics are arranged alphabetically. Chapter 1. Pathological names. This chapter gives direct pathological rubrics like cholera, cholera infantum, cholera morbus, diarrhea, dysentery, etc. Chapter 2. This chapter deals with the different types of stool. For example, albuminous type of stool. The drugs given are Dioscorea natrum, coffee ground like stools, digitalis, colorless, borax, watery green stools, gratiola, maccarp, podophyllum, pulsatilla. Chapter 3. Condition of the stools and the accompanying symptoms. This chapter is subdivided into 2 subchapters. 1. Aggravation. 2. Amelioration. Under the heading aggravations, not only aggravating modalities are given, but also many causative modalities are placed. For example, acids after. The drug mentioned are antimonium crudum, phosphoric acid, sulfur, ascites in, acetic acid, beer after, calibicromicum muriatic acid, children fat, calcarea carb, sea bathing after. The drug mentioned is sepia. Chapter 4. Accompaniments of the evacuation. This chapter is divided into 3 subchapters. A. Before stool, B. During stool, C. After stool. In this chapter, all the symptoms that accompany diarrhea before, during and after are included. For example, anguish before stool. The drug mentioned are aconite, Merck V. Anguish during stool, Merck V. Anguish after stool. The drug mentioned is aconite. Chapter 5. General accompaniments. There are 23 subchapters are given, which are arranged according to Hahnemannian schema. Under each heading, peculiar concomitant state of the patient suffering from diarrhea is given. For example, agitated constantly. The drug given is carbolic acid. Desire open air. Drug given is pulsatilla. Appetite, desire, eggs. Drug given is calcarea carb. Appetite under desire, juicy things. The drug given is phosphoric acid. Working out a case. The cases of loose evacuations can be worked out easily with the help of this repertory. The symptoms should be arranged as follows. 1. Pathological names. 2. Character of stool. 3. Modalities. 4. Concomitants. 5th. General accompaniments. Now we will see merits. 1. Contains rubrics related to diarrheal disease with concomitants at one place. 2. Labor saving. 3. List of authors consulted in the preparation of this work is given at the end. 4th. Sometimes it suggests the medicine which we never thought of. 5th one. New symptoms and remedies are added which have been verified. 6th. Symptoms are given in order of their importance, indicated with different font style. 7th. Rubrics are arranged in alphabetical order. 8th. Reference work are also enumerated. 9th. An index for therapeutic and repertory part is also given in the end. 10th one. An clinical experience of 10 years and notes taken from authentic work. 11th. A quick reference to the therapeutic part, Matra Medica, makes it all more useful for prescribing. 12th. This repertory is a complete work as it has expressed not only the symptoms of the bowel but the general state of the patient too. The section General Accompaniments justifies this. 13th. Accompanying symptoms before, during and after is well elaborated in separate subsections. 14th. Handy, concise and easy for reference as the sections in the repertory can be referred quickly and the medicine can be selected accurately without much hassle. 15th. Desire and aversions related to food items are mentioned in appetite subsection. The last one, 16. This book also mentions the guidelines regarding the selection of the remedy and also potency selection. Demerits. 1. Number of remedies mentioned is less in this repertory, as the author has included only those remedies of which enough is known either in its tour or conditions or concomitants to distinguish it from any other remedy. 2. Relationship of remedies not given. We are unable to find a follow-up. 3. Newly proved remedies are to be added. For example, bowel nosodes. 4th. Under aggravation is given. Children in, nervous person in. The last one, 5th one. Remedies in each rubric are very less. Remedies and their indications. The first remedy, aloes. Valuable remedy for diarrheas and dysentery. It is deep-acting antisoric. The peculiar gurgling in the abdomen is often found with the dysentery stool when aloes is indicated. The hemorrhoids differ from those of bromium in the relief from cold water, and those of muriatic acid are relieved by warm water. Second medicine, argentum nitricum. Aggravation after eating freely of sugar or candy and amelioration from eructations. Accompaniments. Time passes very slowly. Desire for sugar in the evening. Nausea with loud eructations. The third drug, borax. Before stool. Peevish. Lazy. Dissatisfied. After stool. Cheerful. Contented mood. Accompaniments. Anxious feeling during downward motion or rocking. Fourth one, crotontic. The 3 highly characteristic symptoms of crotontic are 1. Yellow watery stool. 2. Sudden expulsion. 3. Aggravation from drink and food. The drug mentioned is chamomilla. Stool. Green slimy mucus smelling like bad eggs. Aggravation during dentition. After anger. Accompaniments. Children cry much and are only stilled by being carried about. The last one, pulsatilla. Pulsatilla stools are greenish, bilious, watery. Aggravating factors. After fat food, from warmth or in warm room. Pulsatilla amelioration. You will find amelioration in open air or cool place. Accompaniments. Weeping mood, thirstlessness, irresistible desire for fresh air. These kinds of nightly diarrheas are characteristic of pulsatilla, and there is scarcely a drug which occasions them as often, is a quote by Hahnemann. Rubrics. Now we will see some rubrics from the repertory. First, we will see the character of stools. Colorless stool. The drug mentioned is borax. Colorless, increasingly and watery stool. The drug mentioned is colocynth. Stool, expulsion, sputtering and spattering all over vessel. The drug mentioned is natrum sulp. Stool, membranous. The drug mentioned is colchicum. Stool, tomato sauce like. The drug mentioned is apis. Stool, undigested food of previous day. The drug mentioned is oleander. Stool, white shining particles like kernels of rice. The drug mentioned is cubeba. Rubrics. Conditions of the stool and of accompanying symptoms. Now we will see the aggravating factors. Aggravation after acute diseases after. The drug mentioned are carbovage, china and soranum. Aged woman. The drug mentioned are creosote and natrum sulp. Alone vein. Drug mentioned is stramonium. Cabbage after. The drug mentioned is petroleum. Chocolate after. The drug mentioned are borax and lithium. Drastic medicines after. The drug mentioned is naxomica. Drinks. Alcoholic after. The drug mentioned is lachesis. Fat flabby person in. The drug mentioned is capsicum. Ginger after. Naxomica. Meat. Smoked meat after. The drug mentioned is calcarea carb. Nephritis during. The drug mentioned is terebinthina. News bad. Bad news after. The drug mentioned is gelsemium. Smoking after. The drug mentioned is bromium. Rubrics. Condition of the stool and of the accompanying symptoms. Ameliorations. Cool place ameliorate. The drug mentioned is pulsatilla. Drinks cold ameliorates. The drug mentioned is phosphorus. Drinks hot ameliorates. The drug mentioned is chelidonium. Ice cream ameliorates. The drug mentioned is phosphorus. Milk hot ameliorates. The drug mentioned is crotontic. Smoking ameliorates. The drug mentioned is colocynth. Rubrics. Accompaniments of the evacuations. We'll see first before stool. Before stool, anus prolapse, podophyllum. Before stool, ill humor. The drug mentioned are borax and calcarea carb. Before stool, mucus, white discharge of kali carb. Before stool, thirst. The drug mentioned is arsenical. Now we'll see the during stool. Anus itching at, during stool, sulfur. During stool, hunger, aloes. After stool. After stool, cheerfulness. Drug mentioned are borax, natrum sulp. After stool, chilliness. Cantharis, gratiola, miserinum. After stool, hunger canine. Leptandra, petroleum. After stool, irritation, ill humor. The drug mentioned is nitric acid. rubrics, general accompaniments, mind and mood. You will find here homesickness. The drug mentioned is capsicum. Mind and mood, moaning, chamomilla. Under the heading head, you will find headache alternating with diarrhea. The drug mentioned is podophyllum. Under the heading appetite, fluids only, acetic acid. Under the heading appetite, lime, nitric acid. Then under the heading general symptoms, brain fag, the drug mentioned is picric acid. Under the heading general symptoms, cyanosis, the drug mentioned is digitalis. Under the heading general symptoms, paralysis, the drug mentioned is tabacum. Conclusion: though clinical repertories have not been put to their fullest utility, this can be very useful too if the scope and limitations are properly understood and implemented in practice. But while going through this special clinical repertory and its construction, we see that the author has well justified its utility and at the same time not compromise with the Hahnemannian principle of totality and individualization. Here it ends with our lecture on Bell's diarrhea.
Thank you for listening the lecture on Bell's diarrhea. Please put your comments in comments box. Stay tuned with us for more interesting and informative videos on homeopathy. If you like the video, then do subscribe and share. Thank you and see you again in the next video.